Milos, obviously disappointing news, a low-grade tear that has you forced to withdraw from this tournament. What exactly happened?
Towards the end of the first set against Andy, I felt sort of like just a contraction in my leg, and only on the changeover I could feel like it was something that was actually pulling on my leg the opposite direction. And it just continued throughout the match. It was sort of holding up, but then as soon as I cooled down and everything, it started to get significantly worse, where it was difficult for me to walk on uneven surfaces up and down stairs and stand up from a seated position.
Any concern right now as you look ahead to the off-season and moving forward?
I can't exactly tell right now. There's a lot of inflammation in that point. There's a big gap of inflammation and bleeding, so it's hard to really have a direct understanding of exactly the size of the tear. So this is going to have to be an evaluation that I do in a few days when that can calm down.
The year began with the ankle injury. It ends now with the quad, but in the middle it was a solid 2014. How would you evaluate overall how your season went?
I think it was a good season. I achieved the goals I set out with my team. I made the finals here in London. I made a semis of a Grand Slam, and I was able to consistently perform. The thing I'm most proud of is probably making the weekends of most of the big events, making a semifinal at Wimbledon, which was probably my biggest highlight to my career so far, and just giving myself consistent opportunities in the Masters against the top guys, 2-time semifinals, finals, and 3 more quarters out of the 8 Masters.
The rankings work in so many different ways, but the fact that you reached here in a season you got to the semifinals at Wimbledon, does this now make you feel you belong with the big guns in the game?
Yeah. I've sort of been brought up the question, what do I do now to stay inside the top 8? It's actually not about staying in the top 8. It's about working my way up even higher. And
how do you do that?
There's a lot of things. Constant improvement's the most important thing. Actually, an interesting conversation that necessarily I wasn't aware we would have, but I had with my team after the match with Murray, is that my serve can significantly improve. And we sort of look back at numbers, and we're going to find a way to sort of get that better. And I think that's just going to carry through to the rest of my game.
A lot of fans in Canada want to know, when does he take the next step? It's one thing to get to the semis of a major. When does he play on the final Sunday and maybe even lift a trophy? Do you have any indication, based on the growth that you've seen in your game, when and if that can be?
It could be in January. There's nothing really stopping me other than me, myself, and obviously the great competition. But I feel like if I can keep making a constant progress, I can definitely give myself that opportunity come 2-3 months down the road, however far away it is.
Get healthy, man. Thanks for the time.
Thank you very much.